Lewis County Lions prepare to take the field of battle against the Fleming County Panthers. Lewis County comes in 0-1 on district play. Fleming comes in 0-1 on district play. But I think, Pops, if you measure heartbreak, Lewis County's loss last week is more heartbreaking than the loss that Fleming County had against Russell last week.
Yes. Took the wind out of my sails. I was very, very optimistic for the opportunity last week. I thought we matched up extremely well, and we faced away, and you know, you was facing a young team that you know. They were younger than us. They were us. Yeah. We were them.
Exactly.
You know.
Spider-Man meme.
Yes. Yep. So, you know, Russell's always got a strong program. So, a loss to Russell versus Fleming is Fleming versus Russell loss is not even near as heartbreaking as the Bass Lewis loss.
So Lewis County comes in 0-5 on the year. Fleming County comes in at 2-3, or 3-3. I apologize. Maybe we're calling out a lot tonight for Fleming County. Their quarterback is Jet Martin. He's a sophomore. 82 pass completions on 135 attempts, 5 interceptions, 11 touchdowns, 1,000 yards in the air. He's averaging 136 game. Okay. Averaging a little under 2 touchdowns, passing touchdowns a game. And he's also the leading rusher, 28 rushes for 191 yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. He's combined for 20 scores for this Fleming County offense that runs kind of a spread RPO kind of an attack. It's going to take a disciplined approach, and I think to speak on the heartbreaking loss last week. I usually go to practice every for a couple of days and catch everything. I didn't have the heart to go to that practice. I didn't have the heart to look at Coach Sam and Coach Melton and all them and see what was going on. But from what I understand, from talking to Coach Sam at lunch, they're gonna pressure. They're gonna do the things they need to do and try to disrupt Martin. But I mean, as a sophomore, if you're the leading rusher and the leading passer, you're doing something.
Well, I believe we need to know what number he is, and
he is number 6. And I can answer that one.
We need to lock in and make sure that we know where he's at all the time.
Exactly. Some changes for Lewis County. Brian Puente no longer on the team, so that'll be someone else will have to step up. Ryan Wolf had an absolute fantastic game last week. Cam Ferris again doing the Kung Fu Panda things. He gets excited when he hears that you get excited, Pop. I mean, he loves making you proud. Still doing the kicking dudes, but he had an enormous game. They're going to move him to defensive end this week, and try to, because he was in the backfield a whole heck of a lot last week, but he's not quite quick enough to make that, to hit the A gap and then get on the outside of a quarterback controlling out. So they're trying to get him in a spot where he can disrupt the game. I mean, again, we've talked about it all year. He's deceptively athletic.
Yes, and he's deceptively quick. He's a big kid. His thighs are thick. But the Panda can pick him up and put him down if he has to. So, he plays with a lot of grit and a lot of heart. What about Smike? Is Smike back?
Mike was getting his ankles taped earlier today. I believe he is going to be a go. Josh King is fully a go.
Good.
Name we're going to call out for you here. Probably going to get more opportunities. Number 13, Dawson Bloomfield, is a sophomore, and he's shown some flashes last year. In practice, he's always around the football as well. I believe he's going to get a little bit of a role. We'll see the offense is running through some snaps. I would say that it's going to be all hands on deck. I mean, the numbers are starting to dwindle with injuries. We still have, Stidham is out for today. Don't know the prognosis there. It's only an ankle injury, luckily. I was worried that it was a knee. But that is a big receiver and a big defensive back that the Lewis County Lions lose tonight. So as we get going, Pops is going to have his trivia question starting in the first quarter. He's really excited about it. Looked at me and said he's got a good one today. So I'm going to be very interested to see how that works out. By the way, Pop, they do have a field goal kicker. He attempts extra points. He is 5 for 9 on extra points, but he is kicking right now from the 20, so that is a what? He just hit the crossbar. That's impressive. That's impressive in its own right. But that is a what? 30 yarder?
30 yarder.
30 yarder. So he's 5 for 9. That's Carter Smith, the senior. 5 for 9. So, get into a tight game and needing an extra point to maybe take the lead.
Hey, he didn't hit the crossbar with that one. He kicked that one right through.
Fair enough.
And he had room to spare on that. He was good from the 25 on that one.
Second leading rusher for the Fleming County Panthers tonight. Number 9, Caleb McIntyre. He is the second most rush attempts and the second most yards. He has not found the end zone yet on this season, but averaging 29 a game. I mean, you go from, they're pretty balanced. 178 in the air, 111 on the ground.
Well, I was going to say, who's the receivers that we throw touchdowns to?
You ask and you shall receive. That was the next key on my thing here. Evan Cooley is their leading receiver. He leads the team with 33 pass catches, 467 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, averaging 78 yards per game. Second leading receiver is Branson Hawkins, 15 catches, 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, 42 yards, averaging 42 yards a game. And then Blake Everidge, 20 receptions, 221 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 36 yards. So they're going to put the ball, they're going to look to score in the air. And, that's very different from the kind of offenses we've seen the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Going all the way back to Nicholas County, I mean, they didn't attempt to pass. They was like, we're just going to run it down your throat. We got a 6'7" kid, we're going to pull. And he's going to make a hole. We're just going to take 5 yards and let us. And they got more than
then
they started getting 15 yards.
Yes, sir.
But I thought Bath County, I think they tried to throw enough to keep you honest. But look now, the King kid, in all defense, he's just a freshman. Is that right?
Yes, just a freshman.
But now he's a problem. He's a menace to your main wide receiver, even as a freshman. I don't care if he's wide receiver.
He's got a whole lot of skill.
He's got a lot of skill, and he's got a lot of knack for the ball. He can recover quickly. He can do a lot of things. So,
with him being out, they're going to have to ask him, to catch to be a weapon in the pass game as well.
So a lot of Iron Man football on this depleted Lewis County squad here. Looking at it just from the numbers side of things, from what Fleming County brought to what we've brought, looks like they've got us beat by 10 or 12 more bodies, and that's
we still got some over here on the sideline getting taped. Kung Fu Panda, Thomas Richards getting taped up as well. So there's 4 or 5. So I think it's about 10. So, without looking at the roster.
Right. So Fleming County does look bigger than us, but they're probably senior laden. What's the senior count on them?
Senior count on them, that is a good point. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors. So and a lot of that is a lot of those breaks are sophomores and juniors. They got to. Let me flip to the right side. A lot of them were juniors, so they're junior heavy on this Fleming County team. They got beat 49-14 against Russell last week. Won their first 2 games, or won their first 2 of the 3 games, I believe. I don't have the numbers right in front of me. For them as a whole, Pop, if I can get the right paper out, they're allowing 960 rushing yards and allowed 960 rushing yards and giving up 978 passing yards. But I think the Russell game is probably skewing those stats a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see them before the Russell game because that's a whole different
shooting match.
Different shooting match there.
Good spot for us to take our first break here in the pregame show. We'll be right back in a minute here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
Quality, advanced, affordable health care is the foundation of Primary Plus's 40-year mission to serve the community, and it all started here in Vanceburg. Our Primary Plus Vanceburg team is excited to welcome Dr. Travis Bentz, a retired combat veteran. As a physician, he believes in efficient, one-stop care for the entire family and provides a full scope of services for all ages. Dr. Bentz and our Primary Plus team are always welcoming new patients. Call 796-3029 to schedule.
Trace Creek Construction is a proud sponsor of Lewis County Athletics and Academics and salutes all students who go the extra mile to make the grade or win the game. Trace Creek Construction is deeply rooted in Lewis County, and their innovative solutions are based on the firm foundation of teamwork and a strong education. The folks at Trace Creek Construction urge the youth of today to help us all work toward a better tomorrow. Work hard, play hard, and always exceed the expectations.
Welcome back. WKKS 104.9 here in Vanceburg. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford getting ready. Where we at? We're at the Bill Stone Press. We're in the Bill Stone Press box. As he just walked up, going to eat himself a Milky Way. Beth, if you're listening, it is a zero sugar Milky Way.
The diet.
We care about Bill Stone.
What field are we?
We are at Corky Frater Field.
I mean, come on.
We haven't been here in 3 weeks.
But it doesn't matter.
And I'm a little bit out of it. I'm a little bit out of rhythm.
Do you need me to start doing the intro?
No, I got it.
Well,
I got it.
Then
I'm Joe Buck. You're Troy Aikman.
All right. I thought I was that dude from Cincinnati.
You're Dave Lappin, according to Coach Odor.
Yeah.
Well, Lewis County again looking for their first win on the season. Lost a heartbreaker 14-7 last week against Bath County. And that, again, we talked about it, but the quarterback for Bath County, the Cox kid, I mean, he was 5'3", but he played like he was 6'7".
Well, and they threw the ball enough to keep you honest. And don't forget about the completions. I mean, the kid sealed the deal if it wasn't for the legal man downfield.
Oh, yeah.
He sealed the deal. But
yes, sir, he did.
Offensive lineman down too far off the line and screaming down the field, which called it back, and then to put him into a punt situation. And don't forget, last week, we have a chance at the end zone at the end of the game. Bloomfield throws it out there, lays it out just to see, and, gives somebody a chance. It ended up being intercepted, but who gives a big hoot? I don't, right? Throw an interception in the game, in the end zone, with your man having a chance, it's okay.
Yeah, you got to live with that opportunity.
Yep.
I mean, I talk about coaching basketball all the time, but
the thing is, the thing that surprises me the most with Bloomfield is he's got just this wealth of understanding of the game, but it still seems fast to him at times. He hurries his throws. He hurries his. He doesn't give it that extra half second that receiver may need to be in position to catch the ball where he's throwing it at. Now, to his defense,
there's not a lot of time that he has that extra half second.
He might be a little shell-shocked in the fact that these O-line's been suspect. So, and outsized. I don't mean suspect, but I just mean outsized. So it's part of the maturing process. I'm hoping that this ends up being one of those situations for this squad in that they said, okay, we were extremely close. This is how close we were. Now let's go try to get this thing done. And you'll be able to tell within the first 3 minutes of this game as to where the mindset of the group kids are at.
100%. We've talked about it for 2 years now. This program needs just an inch of success. Just, there's only so many times that you're willing to.
Well, look, it's easy for me to stand up there in the press box and say, why in the world do we call that, or why in the world do we do that? The coaching staff is trying extremely hard to try and generate something positive. So, it's like we go 2-3 and out, and to open the third quarter, and then the OC dials up a half-back pass that's intercepted. I'm thinking, why in the world would you do that? move the change and get it done. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to spark something that says let's go. Exactly. This isn't working. So let's try something way outside.
It's the football version of drawing up a half-court press when you realize that your kids aren't really engaged that day.
Right. And so, I'm very hopeful. I'm so hopeful that this loss to Bath County for us has flipped the switch that says, okay, now this is enough. We're gonna be competitive now. And look, you have to learn how to throw a ball or catch a ball or block a guy. You have to learn that. And then you have to learn how to utilize that. And I've said it forever. Told Josh Hughes the same thing. To try to coordinate 11 high school kids to be coordinated in their efforts. I mean, when you watch pro football, everybody's in the right spot at the right time all the time. And if you're not, it's exploited pretty quickly and you're pretty well done. Well, high school kids, you teach them. I raised them.
Exactly.
You're idiots.
There's an expectation with them. They're getting paid. There's a monetary.
They're men.
Yeah, right. That's a good point.
They're men, right?
Exactly.
Right. The high school kids that I raised in my house were idiots. Okay, I'm going to assume that applies.
We were idiots, but we were your idiots.
You're my idiot.
Exactly.
Wrong.
Exactly.
I'm going to assume that these kids are all cut from the same cloth as my kids was. So for Coach Sam and his group to try to get everybody coordinated to do what they're supposed to do, and the slightest error,
and the buy-in,
and so I'm hopeful that this put a little burden in their belly that says, hey, we were better than that team, and we didn't win. Now let's go prove that we were better.
100%. We're going to step away for 2 minutes, come back, and get ready to talk a little bit more about the pregame festivities here. And also the Westerfield Bowl will come back and explain what that is to those who may not have understood what that, know what that is. And we'll be right back in 2 minutes here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
Gatus Funeral Home understands the hurt you feel and will do anything in our power to comfort you during your loss. We feel that the care we give you is the finest funeral services that you'll find anywhere. We have 2 funeral directors on board at all times. We believe we retain the finest staff available at your service. Give us a call, 796-2721. Gatus Funeral Home, downtown Vanceburg.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg reminds you to call before you dig. Call 811 2 business days before you begin any digging project so you can avoid hitting essential buried utilities. Calling 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, prevents potential injuries and service interruptions. Visit call811.com or stop by the Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg for more information.
There's so much flavor that gets packed into a McDonald's breakfast sandwich. Like the sweet taste of maple cooked right into the griddle cakes of a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles combined with crispy, crunchy bacon. Or a sausage McMuffin with egg that's cooked to sizzling perfection. So savory, so toasty, so much in every bite. Now mix and match a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any 2 for just $4. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right in downtown Vanceburg. Osmond Pharmacy at 89 2nd Street. Health Mart pharmacists like Chris McGlone at Osmond's have a personal commitment to their communities. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Stop by soon and see Chris McGlone and the folks at Osmond Pharmacy.
Welcome back.
Okay,
Hey,
Pop.
welcome back to
Bill Tombstone Press Box, the Corky Player Field. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford, getting ready to start Week 5 action here in KHSAA,
whatever.
Kentucky High School Athletic Association.
Here on WKKS 104.9.
Yeah, give me after this one, Pop. My goodness.
It's over.
Okay.
I'm going to take the lead.
You're going to have
if you don't improve, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that, Pop. I don't blame you one bit. Tonight is the Paul Westerfield Bowl. At the annual bowl we have in honor of Paul Westerfield, who is a longtime educator and supporter of the football program here at Lewis County. It has been continually going since 1982. Coach Corky Prater's first year was the first year of it. There will be an offensive MVP, a defensive MVP, and an opposing team MVP. Bill Thompson, my historian up here in the booth as well, in the press box that's named after him, Pop.
Yep.
Gave me some information and got me on the right track there, but he was not. There has been a couple people that have won MVP 2 years in a row, but we cannot name them off the top of our heads. Cam Ferris did win defensive MVP last year for the Westerfield Bowl.
I think Bill Tom was Westerfield. Was he not Charles Adams' grandfather? Yes, he was. So
there you go.
So those of you who remember the late great Charles Adams, ag teacher here for years,
Westy.
Everybody called him Westy. He was the ag teacher at Tollsboro back in my day. Had as much fun as a barrel of monkeys out of that cat. A lot of stories there. Just put it this way, we were his precious cargo. If Nancy's listening, she's got a chuckle. But that was Charles Westy Adams' grandfather, which is why Westy's family always presented the trophy.
Right.
Was here.
Right. So Cam Ferris did win defensive MVP last year, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't have the number right off the top of my head, but again, tonight is the Paul Westerfield Bowl in honor of Paul Westerfield, who was a principal at Central and a longtime educator in LC and support of the football team. We're stepping away for the national anthem. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on WKKF 104.9 in Vanceburg.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary. One way we are celebrating our anniversary is by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. We are proud to be your community bank. If you aren't a People's Bank client, we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your heating and cooling needs, contact Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling offers sales, service, installation, and refrigeration service on all makes of furnaces, heat pumps, air conditioners, and commercial refrigeration units. Contact Donnie Martin for seasonal checks and cleaning of your units. Give Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling a call at 740-259-4512. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling.
What's happening at SOMC? Our new SOMC Vanceburg Family Health Center, located at 246 Commonwealth Road in Vanceburg, is now open. The facility offers easy access to SOMC's family practice, community pharmacy, outpatient lab, x-ray, ultrasound, outpatient rehab, and specialty services. Cardiology and general surgery appointments. Open Sunday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're here for you. Call 606-796-0010 to schedule an appointment today.
The Globe Family of Funeral Homes in Lewis County is a proud sponsor of Lewis County High School sports and academics. William Waddell and all the folks at Globe Family Funeral Chapel at Garrison, Globe Family Funeral Chapel at Camp Dix, Dickerson Funeral Home in Vanceburg, and Tollsboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services are pleased to support the youth of Lewis County. The Globe Family of Funeral Homes in Lewis County, providing exceptional funeral and cremation services with care and attention to detail.
Quality, advanced, affordable health care is the foundation of Primary Plus's 40-year mission to serve the community, and it all started here in Vanceburg. Our Primary Plus Vanceburg team is excited to welcome Dr. Travis Bentz, a retired combat veteran. Dr. Bentz and our Primary Plus team are always welcoming new patients. Primary Plus believes in the health of our communities. We believe in our patients, and we believe in serving and caring for others. Thank you for an amazing 40 years.
Trace Creek Construction starts every project with a firm foundation, the kind you build on to create a sturdy structure that will serve you well for many years. Just like a good education and being a team player right here in Lewis County will help you create a strong foundation to build on and rely on. The folks at Trace and urge the youth of today to help us all toward a better tomorrow.
Gatus Funeral Home understands the hurt you feel and will do anything in our power to comfort you during your loss. We feel that the care we give you is the finest funeral services that you'll find anywhere. We have 2 funeral directors on board at all times. We believe we retain the finest staff available at your service. Give us a call, 796-2721. Gatus Funeral Home, downtown Vanceburg.
Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford here at Corky Prater Field, Bill Tombstone Press Box,
Paul Westerfield Bowl.
Paul Westerfield Bowl. We're back. Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl. You don't understand that reference, but it's okay, Pop. So Lewis County getting ready to play, about 3 minutes away from playing the Fleming County Panthers Week 2 of district action. Lewis County fell last week to the Bath County Wildcats 14-7 in a game that was heartbreaking, to say the least. Many chances. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame. Many chances to make that game at halftime a 21-0 game, and they were 2 plays away from 21-0, or one play away from being 7-7 at halftime as well. So Lewis County looking to win their first one this year. Give Coach Sam his first win of his coaching tenure. Captains tonight for Lewis County: number 28, Aiden Bloomfield; number 53, Cam Ferris; number 15, Damian Spence; number 65, Everett Kamer are your captains for Lewis County. Looking out at Fleming Counties, if I can get my number, that will be number 9, Caleb McIntyre. And my things went out of focus again. So Caleb McIntyre is one of the captains as well. They've all mixed up now. I can't find the other captains for Fleming County, but it'd be cool if they gave us that information to us.
No, the heck with it.
Exactly. Exactly. But 2 minutes to go to game time here. Pop, give me some keys. Give me something here that helps Lewis County, what they got to do to win the football game.
Well, the first thing is as it has been for the last 5 games, we have to be, it starts with a D-I-S, disciplined. Okay, the pre-snap penalties and all that nonsensical crap has got to stop. End of discussion. You cannot be outmatched and penalize yourself with false starts, too many men on the field, illegal line downfield, anything that would need false starts. It's no. You've got to fix that. If you play clean, then offensively, I think we're good enough to do. We're not good enough to overcome, but we are good enough to move the ball. Defensively, I think we need to stop the quarterback.
That's a pretty good idea. I mean, leading rusher,
leading passer, he's got his own pass time or two, probably.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to look right here, just making sure. I don't see him on the thing, but I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
I mean, he threw a 40-yard completion to himself.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have to. So the Panda, guess what, Panda? I'm going to be calling on you again. You're going to have to tighten it up.
Make sure you set the edge.
You're going to have to set the edge, and you're going to have to score.
And the defense has been a bright spot for the past couple of weeks.
I'm there
with Lewis County.
I'm there.
I mean, other than the Nicholas County game, this defense has played excellent for Coach Sam. It's just been offensive woes galore. I mean, you hold it to. I mean, they haven't given up a whole bunch of points until the fourth quarter when the legs go away. So, interested to see how that plays out. Clock's about to hit 0 in the pregame. I did not catch who got the snap or who won the coin toss. Lewis County's going to get the ball first. Bill Tom was paying attention for us. That's what Gene Sarator does. Never mind. Fleming County's going to get the ball to start off, and we are off and running here.
We've got our finger all over the pulse. I was wrapped up in the keys of the game.
You were.
That's what I was doing.
I was trying to spell discipline.
So we're back. Well, that's why I just said DIS, because I thought that may catch you, right?
Oh, 100%. Had me confused.
Yeah. And then
beautiful night here, too.
It is absolutely wonderful. We are just overcome with wonderful weather for fall. It's been warm and it's cooled off at night, and it's just dandy here in the little cove of the mountains
Lexington, or not Lexington.
Lexington, yeah.
Lexington, 100%.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
What are we doing?
So, Lewis County will kick the ball off to Fleming to start tonight. As Pops is now trying to fiddle with the window over here, and we finally got it. Now I can breathe a little bit and get close to the
You
action.
got a long-sleeve sweatshirt on.
Well, you know, it's fall, so it's supposed to be cool, right?
It's 81 degrees with a low of 57. It's shorts and t-shirt weather.
So back to receive the kick for Fleming County is number 4.
I'm going to apologize right now. Our numbers are red on blue, and theirs is gold on white. So
Going to be a pooch kick, start off. Fielded at the 40, and they're going to pull him down at around the 48-yard line. That was number 9, Caleb McIntyre, on the return there. A little high-bounding pooch kick from Cam Ferris, and it was a decent job of making sure you just don't give up a big play, right?
Yep. And McIntyre made a pretty nice catch on there. He was over the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And he just immediately stuck his foot in the ground and at the 40 and picked up 8 yards there on the return. So not a bad way to start the game, I guess.
So Fleming takes over at their own 48-yard line. Receiver to the near side. Receiver to the far side of the wing back over there on the far side as well. Now jumps up to the line of scrimmage. Martin sends a man in motion. Jet sweep to the far sideline. Cam Ferris trying to set the edge, doesn't. Going to break it out. He's across the 45, across the 40, got first down yardage into the Lewis County 39-yard line. That was number 11, Evan Conley, on the carry.
Well, and we started like this. We've started like this in the last couple of games, and that
correct. They're going to bring that to the 41,
which is still a first down.
Still a first down.
Yeah. But let's kind of see what they're doing, where they're at, what's happening, what's going on, and we've given up some chunk plays, and now we'll see if we can't figure it out and settle in here for a minute.
So back to a spread look in the pistol for Fleming County. 2 receivers to his left and right. Man comes in motion. Martin going to hand it off. Up the middle, got a big hole across the 30. Stumbles, breaks the tackle, and is going to be brought down at around the 20-yard line. McIntyre on the carry there, and he had a hole big enough to drive a semi-truck through.
I got a wager that says he's going to score a touchdown tonight.
That's probably a good idea.
He hasn't had one all year, but I think today's his day.
So Lewis County's given up 2 chunk plays on the ground to start everything off. Now Fleming is threatening. 1st and 10 from the Lewis County. 23 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Martin takes the snap, going to throw a swing pattern out. Caught at the 21. Flag comes in. Great tackle there in open field by Ryan Wolf.
Ryan Wolf has been an animal back there, as in the name says so.
And we got a hold on Fleming County. It's going to bring it back. So depending on the spot there, I think the foul happened to the 21, so they'll bring it all the way back to the 31, depending on where they say it did. And, oh, my goodness, Pop.
They have done it.
I was right.
Arbitrary call of the century is a holding call. We didn't have enough players on that side of the field, number 1.
And that was number 5, Blake Everidge, on the reception. Everidge now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the far side, cuts upfield, getting pursued, has a hole, gets across the 20, and will be brought down at about the 19-yard line. Run to daylight is basically what this Fleming County receiving corps does when they get the ball in their hands. They were trying to get to the outside, but he found a sliver of a hole along the end of the line there and cut up field, and nobody was there.
Well, and we're undersized, so if we don't make it a defensive adjustment and crowd the linebackers a little tighter to the line of scrimmage, I'm afraid that's going to be there all night.
Dropping the throw, swing pass out. Caught. Nice job by Lewis County defense. Going to bring up a third and medium there. Going to be brought down to 14. That was number 11 on the carry, Evan Conley.
We're just going to like us a
34 14.
But that was a fantastic tackle.
I did not get the number. I think that was Smike.
No, Wolf? Wasn't Wolf?
No. Zane Smike on the tackle. He was.
How do we create pressure here? This is what we need to do. We just need the linebackers on the line right now. We just need to blitz the crap out of them right here.
3 receivers go to the far side for the Panthers.
To get blitzed.
Roll out the throw. Throwing over the middle. Oh, he's got a guy. Breaks the tackle, makes a move, and will score. That is number 4, Branson Hawkins on the receiving touchdown. His third of the year, and that was a nice throw.
It was a nice throw, but that was a really nice design play. He was basically playing a tight end position. He blocked, he released the block, and just turned around and sat down around and said, "Here I am." And then, the quarterback done a phenomenal job.
Martin was getting pressured,
and he just found the guy.
Number 21 will kick it away, and it's blocked.
We got a hand on it. 6-0 it stays.
6-0, so that makes him 5 for 10 on the year. But a 14-yard touchdown pass from Martin to Everett to Hawkins makes this a 6-0 ball game with 9:09 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of our community since 1939, and they're dedicated to maintaining reliable utility services to customers. Plant Board employees take pride in serving our community's needs. The Utility Board encourages customers to use convenient online bill pay or phone payment services. Instructions are on the back of your billing statement. And the Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg reminds you to call before you dig.
Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 Bill Thompson Press Box, Corky Prater Field, as Fleming County took the opening kickoff, drove down the field, scored on a 14-yard touchdown pass from Martin to Hawkins. And not to start, Coach Sam wanted. Smith will kick it away, high and short. It'll be fielded at the 30, and he'll go no further. He'll be stood up right there. Did not get the number of the young man that fielded it. That was number 15, Damian Spence. The Lewis County's first drive will start from the 30.
And so this is where it's always kind of been the jugaboo, right? Where it's always kind of been a little bit of a mishmash. My theory is that the first 5 or 6 plays that you call here should have been practiced all week, scripted.
Exactly.
So here we go.
Bloomfield under center, one receiver to the far side. He's got a stacked backfield with Cottingham, Wolf, and Smite. Hand off to Cottingham. Cottingham trying to find a little bit of the edge. Breaks the tackle, cuts upfield. Still on his feet. And is going to be across the 40 and gets stood up right there. It'll make it second and short.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's
still on his feet. Nice job there.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. Nice play. So you had 3 guys in the backfield lead blocking, and he just picked his way through it.
And Cottingham has that ability to be kind of that shifty back out of the backfield. So that sets up a 2nd and 1. So everybody understand what the snap count is.
Yeah, let's understand. Let's stay under center. Just tap him on the butt and hand him the ball backwards, right?
Tush push.
Let's go for it. I'm okay with tush push here. Let's go.
Get him first while you can.
Just get him first.
Same formation for Lewis County. Bloomfield back under center. Fullback dive is James Smite. Yes, he is going to get the first down yardage, and they're still pushing.
That's it.
Forward progress will get him to the 41, and that'll be enough for Lewis County. First down.
First down. That's what I'm saying. There we go.
Matriculate the ball down the field.
Leonard, matriculate the ball down the field. Trivia question while we got a break in the action.
There we go.
The first 2 teams in the NFL. Who were the first 2 teams in the NFL?
This is Bill Tom's area. So with 7:39 to go, 1st and 10 for Lewis County, same formation. King, the lone receiver to the far side. Bloomfield, hand the ball off to Cottingham, trying to find a little bit of a hole.
There you go.
Still got it, still on his feet. He's going to get all the way out to about the 44-yard line, a gain of 3. First 2 teams in the NFL is Pop's trivia question of the night. Text your answers to 606-541-6226, and the answer will be given right after halftime here on WKKS.
First one's kind of an easy one, but the second one was I was a little bit didn't realize that.
Bill Tom Stone knows the answer. I know it.
To both of them? Attaboy, William Thomas. That's why they call him William Thomas, because of his brain.
So officially a gain of 4 for Cottingham on the ground there. Clock's at 6:50 here in the first quarter. Lewis County trailing 6-0. Stack backfield. Now Ken flips the field.
We're gonna have a
Pitch out wide. Handball's on the ground.
I was afraid of that.
And my goodness, the defensive back for Fleming County got into the backfield before that pitch could get there. And that's going to be a turnover for Lewis County.
Somebody missed the assignment like super bad there. And that just absolutely, because they give the blitz look on defense. I'm thinking, oh, this is bad. And they got a hand on the deflection part of it, and that's what happened. And the pitch didn't even get to Connie. No, it didn't. No, they got their hands on it before the pitch got there, and so that's what I'm saying here. We need to be blitzing right now. Just blitzing.
Martin back in the pistol, going to drop the throw, getting some pressure, swing pattern out, caught by Conley. Conley across the 35, breaks the tackle, flag comes in. He's across the 20, the 15, tries to hurdle the defender, and gets taken out of bounds.
That was a whole, major hold.
And there's going to be a holding on Fleming County, and that'll negate the big play and make it 1st and 20.
So it doesn't look like to me that Fleming County airs the ball down the field. They get their passing yards off of wide receiver screen.
They spread you out and force you to defend how wide the football is.
And then they're throwing the little forward half-yard toss instead of a handoff. They're calling that a pass. So they're not airing the ball down the field for 179 yards. They're throwing it 5 and running for 15.
So the penalty will bring the ball back out to the Fleming County 43-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 16 now for Fleming County. 2 receivers to the left and right. Martin in the pistol. McIntyre back there with him. Man comes in motion. Jet sweep, looking to the far side. Great job, Ryan Wolf there again.
Wolf. Who's the kid on the outside there? I can't see his number. I don't have a clue who he is. But he turned him right back into Ryan Wolf. That was an excellent team effort on defense.
Is that number 15, Pop?
Might have been.
Damian Spence, the senior.
He's in the middle now with pink socks on.
Pink socks. Never mind. That is Everett Kamer.
Everett Kamer just made the play of the day. He turned the ball runner right back into the arms of Ryan Wolf. And, of course, if he gets his hands on you, I do believe. So that's a loss of 4. So now we're 2nd and 18. That's what I'm saying. Get up there and crowd that line, boys. Go on. Attaboy. Get in there and get your son.
Martin dropping the throws over to the sideline, completed. And a great job there. Josh King immediately swallows up the ball carrier. That's going to make it 3rd and long.
I'm liking the King boy being back. He's a fantastic guy. He's one-on-one out there on an island by himself. He's a freshman, but he just knows how to hang on long enough to make something good happen.
Only a 5-yard completion officially there. That'll make it a 3rd and 12 for Fleming County.
We need a negative play here.
Need to get the ball. Need to at least force a 4th down. No gain, it would be perfect here.
A negative play would be fantastic.
2 receivers to the left and right. Martin sends a man in motion. Taking the jet sweep. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a big hole. He's across the 25 and will be brought down at around the 23-yard line. A great play design there. Lull you to sleep with the jet sweep, and he just keeps it himself, and we over-pursued, and it happened.
Yep, that was.
You can't be aggressive and expect him to make every play.
Well, I'm still the notion that we just crowd the line. I'm just there. I'm sorry. Until it's proven wrong, I'm just there. And gain of 17 there for Martin on the ground. 2 receivers to his left and right again. Sends a man in motion. Hand off to McIntyre up the middle. He's going to try to find a hole. Great job. Everett Kamer there to bring him down at around the 17-yard line. 4:13 to go here in the first quarter. Clock ticking. Fleming County leading your Lewis County line 6-0. Clock under 4 as the Panthers break the huddle. 2nd and 5. Martin sends 2 receivers to his left and right. McIntyre back there in the pistol with him. Sends a man in motion. He's going to drop the throw, looking near sideline, throws back over to the far sideline. Incomplete. Little wide of Conley there as he tried to get to the edge. And Lewis County's not letting them go deep. They're taking what they have to get there. Well, that might have been a little bit of a miscommunication between the quarterback and the wide receiver there. It looked like the wide receiver ran kind of a sit-down route, and he was expecting him to go outside. Of course, he can see what's behind him, and the wide receiver can't. So, he's throwing to where he thinks he should.
Josh King is coming down to try to make a play on the football.
Right.
Put that where you on throwing the ball to the boundary. You put the ball where the receiver can make a play and no one else.
Right. And I mean, King's a freshman, but I'm sure every coach that watches tapes like, hey, we might want to watch this guy here.
Three receivers coming to the near side. Martin will drop the throw into the far side for Conley again.
Oh, nice hit.
Nice catch and a nice tackle there by Josh King. That'll be enough for Fleming County first down.
He was just a half-second late getting there to break that up, but he made a fundamentally sound tackle with his shoulder pads. And that, hey, tip your hat to the wide receiver for hanging on to that one because he bit his back.
First and goal now, or first and goal from the 10 now for Fleming County. 3:19 to go in the first quarter. Fleming leading Lewis County 6-0. Fleming County took their opening drive and scored 6. Martin keeps it himself on the fake jet sweep. He's got a hole, and he will score. Touchdown, Fleming County. That is Martin's 10th rushing touchdown of the year, and that'll make it 12-0. Carter Smith will come out to attempt the extra point. His first attempt was blocked. They may not even let him kick the extra point. I think they're going for 2.
Trying to make it a 14-0 game. They've seen the film on the Panda. They know he can kick the extra point.
That's fair.
Well, I'm saying.
So Fleming County will indeed go for 2 here. They're going to tighten up their formation, send one receiver to the near side. Martin going to keep it himself, trying to get to the edge. Panda's in pursuit, and let him get around him. 2-point conversion is good.
Panda.
A 10-yard touchdown run by Jet Martin makes this a 14-0 ball game with 3:05 to go in the first quarter. We'll step away for 30 seconds to listen to Lewis County Lions football here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
There's so much flavor that gets packed into a McDonald's breakfast sandwich. Like the sweet taste of maple cooked right into the griddle cakes of a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles combined with crispy, crunchy bacon. Or a sausage McMuffin with egg that's cooked to sizzling perfection. So savory, so toasty, so much in every bite. Now mix and match a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any 2 for just $4. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. Bill Tombstone Press Box, Corky Prater Field. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford in Lewis County with 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Trails 14-0. Smith's kickoff will bounce at the 20. Picked up by King on the bounce at the 50. Go! He's got a hole. He's down to the 45.
Get on the line.
Go and go. Go, baby. Go and go. Go. Down at the 39-yard line, and the freshman has made a play, and look at that sideline get energized. You talk about making big plays, Pop. That kid right there made the play.
That was absolutely excellent blocking by Lewis County to set all that up. He had a truck lane.
He had a convoy.
And had a convoy of blockers in front of him. They opened it up, and the 2 lead blockers in front of him. And the kicker,
I think he ran out of gas.
I may have. I mean, he ran farther than I could have.
That's fair.
39-yard line, though.
That's going to put Lewis County at the Fleming County 39 to start tonight. Bloomfield back under center. Smike, McCray, and Cottingham. Always back. And no, it is. It is caught. He's still on his feet. Cottingham's got the air. Go. To the 25. Go. To the 20 flag. Way behind. How many flags do you have? My goodness. We got a face mask on Fleming, and then we've got something else afterwards. The guy in the back threw multiple flags again. I think they carried 2.
He took his socks off. I think he threw his flag and then threw his sock.
And so we've got a face mask on Fleming County. And then 30 yards behind the play, we've got a hold on Lewis County. And so that will negate the big play by Cottingham.
Just to be a positive play of 5. Are they all set?
They all set.
The most arbitrary call.
I mean, how in the world can you throw a flag when the runner is at the 25-yard line? You're going to throw a flag for a hold that happened at the 35. Someone make it make sense to me. I don't understand, but I apologize for blowing up the radio speakers out there.
Well, it is somewhat disappointing. But let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Why not? 2:44 to go. Lewis County now still has a 1st and 10 at the Fleming 39. Bloomfield back under center. I'd hand it to Cottingham again. They will. He's going to try to get to the edge, getting pursued by a bunch of Fleming County defenders, and will be taken down at the 41 for a loss of 2. Do not forget, tonight's game is also being live streamed on the Lewis County Lions Roar YouTube channel by the Lewis County High School Media class. To find the link, visit the Lewis County High School Facebook page.
Wow.
I had a script.
I see that. I'm impressed. Did you write it to
Ryan Bentley?
Ryan Bentley, who is, despite what the pregame says, is not calling the games with Seth. I am, but he's doing the video.
Fair enough. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Lewis County now has a 2nd and 11 after a big play was wiped out by an arbitrary holding call. Hand off to Tyson McCray. He's got a big hole, and he's going to cut across the 35 all the way down to the 34, and that'll make it 3rd and manageable.
Hey, look. 35. Negate the blown assignment and the 2 men in the backfield and create the fumble.
I like this offense.
I'm okay with this. I mean, we're doing good. Now there's going to come a point. This little wide receiver over here by himself, Josh King is going to be out there.
He's probably still trying to catch his breath.
I'm
still trying to catch my breath.
I'm still trying.
Right. Ryan Wolf back in the backfield with McCray, Smike, Bloomfield under center. And we got a false start. Tyson McCray jumped early.
Golly,
in the backfield. He got excited. I mean, he's going. Listen, his job is to go hit somebody and clear a lane. He's excited to do it.
Well, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
That'll make it a 3rd and 10 instead of the 3rd and 5 that was facing us right straight ahead. Cottingham still on the sideline.
4-down territory though.
100%.
I mean, it's obvious. Let's gain some positive yards.
Yep, make it 4th and manageable. You got 2 plays.
Got 2 plays to gain 10 yards. I'll take an 8 and a 2. I'll take a 2 and an 8.
I'll take all 10 right now, too.
I'll take all 10. I'll stay out of 4th down. I'm okay with that.
1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Wolf in the backfield with McCray and Smike. Bloomfield under center. Josh King, the lone receiver. Fakes a handoff, looking to throw. Throwing out wide to McCray, and incomplete. Nobody was home. Tried to get a little too wide there.
Well,
had a pressure in his face, had to drop his arm angle. And Bloomfield was a little bit errant on the throw, but there's what you were wanting, Pop, that little play action there to try to take advantage of the pressure.
What are we doing?
We have some confusion. I think Lewis County's punt team thought they were punting the ball away. 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 14-0. Lewis County is trailing the Fleming County Panthers. And Coach Sam's going to have to call timeout. There was confusion from the outset, and I'm telling you what, if Coach Sam gets through the year without breaking a headset, it's going to be a miracle. We'll step away for 30 seconds with 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lewis County trailing Fleming 14-0. We'll be back right after this here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right in downtown Vanceburg. Osmond Pharmacy at 89 2nd Street. Health Mart pharmacists like Chris McGlone at Osmond's have a personal commitment to their communities. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Stop by soon and see Chris McGlone and the folks at Osmond Pharmacy.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School, WKKS 104.9, Bill Thompson Press Box, Corky Frater Field. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford. As we get ready to go here with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter, Fleming leading Lewis County 14-0, but Lewis County trying to find a first down. They got a 4th and 10. Bloomfield's going to drop the throw, looking for King, going to throw a jump ball. King's got a step on him, and it's intercepted. That's as good as a punt.
I'm okay with that.
That's taking a shot down the field, and King tried to make a jump for it, and the receiver there.
Well, the thing here's the thing. King's a freshman, so he gets a pass. But what King has to see is he has to see that being a little bit short and get in front of that. Adjust his route to do it. Now, again, kudos for his effort.
He wouldn't have been there had it not been for him.
Exactly right. I'm not saying anything negative about him at all. I'm just saying as he matures, he has to adjust his route to where that ball is being thrown at.
So that'll be a 1st and 10 for Fleming County from the Fleming County 12. So, again, and just as good as a punt.
Well, and the Fleming County receiver is kind of silly for catching because he had the ball at the 39.
100%. Faking the jet sweep. Martin trying to get upfield. Got a good block. Got some space in front of him. Got first down yardage all the way out to the 25.
He gets the ball really wide on that, and if we can figure out a way to get our hand there, he's a fumble waiting to happen.
Hand or a helmet.
Hand or a helmet. When he starts that off, he gets that ball way out away from his body. And that's a turnover if we can figure out a way to get to him. Now, figuring out a way to get to him is a little bit different. Now, wait a minute.
We got a late substitution. Matthew Kennedy coming on. Jared Bonner coming off. 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Martin sends two receivers to his left and right. He's going to drop the throw. Throws a screen pass out to Connolly, and that had no chance.
I wish old Mikey would have seen that a little sooner. That was an interception and a pick six to make this a 14-7 game, or 6 game pretty quick.
I'm okay with his hesitancy there, because at some point they're going to keep throwing that screen pass. They're going to fake the screen and run somebody deep, and there ain't going to be no one within 10 yards of him, and that's going to be a 20-0 game very quickly. And I have a feeling that might be coming here very shortly. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Martin sends three receivers to the near side, one to the far side. He's going to drop the throw. Throws over the middle. Caught. And across the 40 to the 41 is Evan Conley. No, they're going to stop him at the 39-yard line. Enough for a first down, but nonetheless. And that will more than likely be the final play of the first quarter, as Coach Bill Spencer is asking his Panthers to go to the sideline. So the ball is placed at the 39-yard line. And so after one quarter of play, the score is 14-0. Fleming County leads your Lewis County Lions. We'll be right back here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary. One way we are celebrating our anniversary is by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. We are proud to be your community bank. If you aren't a People's Bank client, we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School. Bill Tombstone Press Box, Corky Prater Field. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford, and after one, Lewis County trails Fleming County 14-0. Lewis County has had some momentum. Just trying to capitalize on said momentum has been the struggle all year.
Well, it's just one of those things where you know what? We're down 14-0. We've had two turnovers in the first quarter, but for some reason, I feel better about that than I did about last week.
100%.
I mean,
I believe if you ask Coach Sam, he's saying, I think Coach Sam is wanting the results so badly that I think that he's going to be a little bit pessimistic about it. But for us as objective observers, conscientious objectors, there we go.
Yeah. But I mean, I like this. I believe this offensive set is something that fits us. 3 men in the backfield. You can do a lot of things from it.
Yep. You got Mike. You got McCray. You've got Cottingham. So I'm okay with it. Now we got to figure out a way to stop this jet sweep gash up the middle, and I'm thinking we need to sneak 10 in a little deeper there. Three receivers to the far side for Fleming County. Martin's going to drop the throw. Got good time. Steps up in the pocket. Going to throw to the far sideline. Flag comes down. Incomplete.
Man, he was wide open.
Hayden Williams was the intended target, and I don't know if he got lost in the lights, but we've got another hold, and this guy who has been throwing the flags is going to have to ice his arm after this if he's going to call a holding on every play. That is the fourth holding call that man has thrown a flag on today, and we have only played one quarter.
With 10 extra seconds.
10 extra seconds.
Like sprinkles on top, right?
Exactly. And so that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Put the ball all the way at the Fleming County 29-yard line. So that'll set up a first and country mile. Three receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Martin going to drop the throw, swing pattern out wide. He's got a little bit of room, kind of cut upfield. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And will be taken out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. So a gain there, back of 10 that they lost.
We're playing off the ball way too far there, and we don't have the speed to catch up from from an outside linebacker position, we have got to be closer to the ball and make him throw it in traffic. That's just what you got to do, and we're too far off the ball.
2nd and 10 for Fleming County. 2 receivers go out to Martin's left and right. McIntyre back in the backfield with him. Man comes in motion. Fakes a jet sweep, going to keep it himself, bounce it out to the far sideline. He's going to get across the 45 and be out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That'll be enough for a Fleming first down.
He's a crafty quarterback. He's
an athlete.
He's an athlete. But did you see what I was saying about him? You know, he gets the ball way out from his body.
He does carry it like a loaf of bread at times.
So it's there and available if you can get to him. But now he's crafty enough that you got to be on your toes to get to him.
Lewis County has not forced a turnover in many weeks. Martin will drop the throw. He's got a guy wide open.
And he's got him.
And it's going to be caught. Touchdown, number 11, Evan Conley makes a house call from 50 out. Flag comes in after the play. And I'll be curious to see who that's on. And that will be
touchdown's good.
Evan Conley, 6 touchdown pass of the year. Personal foul on Lewis County.
It's offsetting.
Offsetting. So they call, okay. Fair enough.
Personal foul against the line. Personal foul against the
So like I was alluding to earlier, Conley just ran past the receiver. They were waiting for him to stop, and he never did. He just kept going. And that is a 50-yard touchdown pass that'll make this a 20-0 ball game. That is Martin's 12th touchdown pass of the 13th touchdown pass of the year. He's thrown 2 already in this half.
No.
Yes, he threw the touchdown pass 14 yards to open up scoring.
Oh. I thought he ran it in.
He ran in the second one. Carter Smith will attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-0 is your score here with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Fleming leads your Lewis County Lions. We'll be right back in 30 seconds here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
For all your heating and cooling needs, contact Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling offers sales, service, installation, and refrigeration service on all makes of furnaces, heat pumps, air conditioners, and commercial refrigeration units. Contact Donnie Martin for seasonal checks and cleaning of your units. Give Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling a call at 740-259-4512. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School. Bill Tombstone press box. Corky Prater Field. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford. And Lewis County trails the Fleming County Panthers 21-0 with 11 minutes to go. And if you're just tuning in, Jet Martin can play some football. He's thrown 2 and scored 1 himself with his legs, and has done pretty well to get Fleming County started here. Smith will kick it high. It'll bounce at the 15. Picked up at the 11 by King. King trying to make a man miss, and didn't have as good a blocking this time as he did last time. And they'll bring him down at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, we just don't have an answer defensively at all. I mean, Fleming County's even, holding calls to put them in a hole, and it don't phase them. I mean, they're disciplined in what they're doing, and Martin does a phenomenal job of making the right decision with the ball. And they run basically from the same formation, but you jet sweep, quarterback sneak, fake handoff, throw a screen pass, and then boom, a bomb. So
Lewis County breaks the huddle in the same formation they've been in all night. Got 3 men in the backfield with Bloomfield there under center. Handoff up the middle to Smike. Smike is going to drag the pile forward and be stopped at about the 23-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 4.
do it again.
And Scooby Davis is yelling at somebody. I don't know if it's an official or what. We have a lion down on the sideline. Looks to be a cramping situation. Dawson Bloomfield will replace him, as that is Zane Smite cramping, and we're jogging off to the sideline. So a quick sub there. Going to get some electrolytes in him. 10:30 to go in the second quarter. Lewis County trailing 21-0. Had a couple big plays going for them. And then a holding call brought back a big run by Jaden Cottingham.
Well, that would have been 15 yards added to the run.
Right, put us at the 1.
I'd have put us at about the 1. It'd been a 14-7 game at that point, and then, so.
But also Bloomfield joins the backfield with McCray and Cottingham. Hand off to Cottingham. Cottingham trying to bounce it out. Is the ball on the ground? Ball's on the ground. And it is going to be after the pile to the side. I'm going to see whose ball it is. Cottingham tried to break a tackle and did not
line the clock, so I'm assuming it's still our ball.
So it'll make it a 3rd and 10 now. So we retain possession. Cunningham, one broken tackle. The way they're collapsing on the run there, one broken tackle, if he can bounce to the outside, he's got daylight.
Well, but see how Fleming's playing this versus how we're playing it.
Well, in our defensive defense, that we don't have 4 wide receivers out there as well.
Yeah, but look at what I'm saying.
Now Lewis County sends 2 receivers to the far side, 3 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Bloomfield back there, Dawson Bloomfield back there with Aiden Bloomfield, and we've got a delay of game, but the man in the back never put his hand up.
We don't have to. It's a play clock, doesn't it?
We have a play clock. I forgot about the play clock. So there's a delay of game. That'll make it a 3rd and 15 now. Lewis County going to stay on the line. Had a play called.
Might as well run it. It's good for 10. It's good for 15.
Bloomfield dropping the throw. Got pressured. Going to throw it away. And intentional grounding. We got a flag after the play. 2 flags after the play. And so there'll be an intentional grounding on Bloomfield, who was back near the goal line. So smart decision to take the.
Might as well take the penalty as opposed to safety. But I've seen the blitz coming quick.
And so curious to see what the multitude of flags on the field are. So we got an intentional grounding on Lewis. And that's the only. So everyone else decided to throw flags because it was intentional grounding.
Just make sure everybody knew it.
Fair enough. So that'll make it 4th and long. Lewis County will now have to punt it away.
And I'm kicking this ball out of bounds.
Tyson McCray will be the punter for Lewis County. 8:45 to go in the second quarter. Lewis County trailing 21-0. Aiden Bloomfield makes a late exit as we now have 11 on the field. Good snap. McCray will kick it away. Line drive. Field is at 35. Got a good block. He's got a convoy, and he is going to score. 10-5, and touchdown. Yes, touchdown, Fleming County. I think Coach Sam is telling him that he should have kicked it out of bounds. And it did not. It did not go that way. Touchdown, Fleming County.
It was right in the center of the field, and Fleming County built a nice wall on the return. And
he caught it with a full head of steam coming in.
He come in on it with a full head of steam, so it didn't take a long time for it to transpire into a scoring opportunity.
So Smith will attempt the extra point. He is 1 for 2 on the day, keeping with his 50%. This one make one percentage.
Well, the other one, I think he caught a little bit low, which is why we blocked it. Now, this last one he kicked was pretty high, so we'll see if he continues to figure out what he's done.
Oh, good. Low snap. Kick is up and good. 28-0 is your score. 8:14 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back in 30 seconds here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
What's happening at SOMC? Our new SOMC Vanceburg Family Health Center, located at 246 Commonwealth Road in Vanceburg, is now open. The facility offers easy access to SOMC's family practice, community pharmacy, outpatient lab, x-ray, ultrasound, outpatient rehab, and specialty services, including OBGYN, cardiology, and general surgery appointments. Open Sunday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're here for you. Call 606-796-0010 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. Bill Thompson press box, Corky Prater Field. Lewis County trailing 28-0 here in the Paul Westerfield Bowl. Right now, not a lot to go off of. Looking for an offensive defensive MVP for Lewis County. A Smith kick will be high. Fielded at the 20 on the run by King. King trying to reverse field to the near side. Now trying to find a hole up the middle. Dragging a couple guys and will be... Oh, ball's out. And I believe Lewis County fell on it as Roy White, the man in the white hat, threw his beanbag down about 5 seconds after the play ended. So the return takes them all the way out to the 34, and Lewis County's offense needing to find some momentum quickly. They've had some momentum. They've had some good plays, and they just... We have a 3rd and 5, and we have a false start. You know,
the procedural things that we, like I said, we're good enough to move the ball, but we're not good enough to move the ball with penalties. So Fleming County gets a couple holding calls. It's 1st and 20, 2nd and 20. Doesn't matter then. We're not that good yet, right? We have to play disciplined football, and we can't overcome mistakes.
Lewis County returns their spread look. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Bloomfield dropping to throw. Got a little hole at the middle, and it closes quickly. And he is going to be sacked for a loss. And, I mean, this defensive line, I would throw a screen here. That defensive line is getting a really, really good push. And they're getting to Bloomfield really quickly. But every time Bloomfield drops a pass, he has had someone in his face.
Yeah, either that or roll him way out and run a set down route.
Rolling to the far side of to the wide side of the field. Rolling to the narrow side of the field.
Yep. They'll do something to kind of ease the rush up, and they're only rushing 4, it appears.
They are. Bonner, McCray to the far side, Cottingham King to the near side. Zane Smike back there with Bloomfield, and we've got an offside on somebody. And, yeah, encroachment, as Jeff Callahan was quick to call that. Reminder to all those that are listening, tonight's game is also being live streamed on the Lewis County Lions Roar YouTube channel by the Lewis County High School Media Class under direction as the ball is caught by Cottingham at the 40, and he will go no further. Lewis County Roar YouTube channel by the LCHS Media Class under the direction of Coach Ryan Bentley. To find a link, visit the Lewis County High School Facebook page. And that'll bring a 3rd and 5 now for Lewis County.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that you know, we can move the ball. We just can't move the ball in big chunks to make up for mistakes. So, you know, I see this is the 3rd and 5 manageable, extremely manageable now. There was your screen pass you was looking for.
Bloomfield, pressure coming. High snap, stays on his feet, looking to get upfield and has nowhere to go.
It's just the quarterback exchange is still sloppy. Your coach Stam, you got to go.
You got to go for it. 5:53 to go. Scoring a 2-point conversion makes it a running clock, but he is going to play the field position game and punt it away.
With the understanding that we're going to kick this out of bounds?
I would hope so. Last punt went for a 45-yard return. 4th and 5 now, 5:28 to go in the second. Lewis County trailing 28-0. McCray is going to look to punt it away here. And it's a high, short punt, and it was angling out of bounds and will be out of bounds at the Lewis County 49-yard line. So that's where Fleming will take over at with 5:13 to go here in the second quarter. Reminder again, tonight is also the Westerfield Bowl in honor of Paul Westerfield, who's a longtime educator in Lewis County, a supporter of all sports, not just football, around the area. Linebackers have the yard sale still going on. The ball ended up on the 39-yard line of one side of the field, and that spot was not taken. Contact Bill Tom Stone or one of the linebackers' members, and that 39-yard line could be yours today. Fleming County breaks the huddle. Martin's going to drop the throw. Throws over to the near side on a wheel route, and oh my goodness, almost intercepted, and there was a high-speed collision at the 40-yard line.
Both men was working for the ball, and
I don't know if Mike was looking for the ball, if he was just going to try to hit him as hard as he could. I don't blame him either way, right?
Yeah, either way, it was a nice defensive play, and it was an incompletion, so I'm okay with that.
You can live and learn with that. That was McIntyre out of the backfield there on a wheel route. Well defended there by the Lewis County defense. 5:05 to go, 2nd and 10 for Fleming County. Two receivers to the left and right for Martin. He's got McIntyre in the backfield with him. Man comes in motion. Hand off to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to find the edge. Got it. He is across the 40, dragging Lewis County defenders all the way to the 35, and that'll be enough for a Fleming first down.
First down.
And I don't know. I mean, the way he runs, I'm shocked, like you, Pop, that he doesn't have a rushing touchdown on the year.
I'm amazed because he runs like a man possessed. And then this offensive line of Fleming is substantially larger than ours. So if Russell done what they did to Fleming, they're a juggernaut.
Hand off again to McIntyre, going to break it to the far side. Great cut. Cuts upfield again. He's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
Man.
Actually going to pull him out across the 30. Nope, they're going to put him down at the 30.
So that was he changed directions in a snap of a finger, blink of an eye, as quick as I've seen. That was impressive. Impressive.
And he still doesn't have a rushing touchdown on the year.
Yeah,
that is crazy. Cam Ferris comes off the sideline, getting a slight breather. Ball at the 30, 2nd and 5 for Fleming County. Under 4 to go here in the second quarter. Man comes in motion. Jet sweep, trying to get to the edge. Great cut upfield.
He's gone.
And he's got angled towards the sideline, and Josh King will take him out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. That was number 5 for Fleming on the carry, Blake Everidge.
I got to hand it to King. He's not. He was outweighed by about 40 pounds with that guy, and he still found a way to bring him down. And I thought the kid was gone. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was an over touchdown again. But
Lewis County desperately needing to force a turnover. Two receivers to the left and right for Martin. McIntyre in the backfield, sends a man in motion. Hand off to McIntyre up the middle. McIntyre makes the man miss. Dives to about the 5-6 yard line.
6-yard line.
And that is with 3 minutes to go. So 2nd and about 3. If it's 2, it's a long 2. 2:52 to go. Fleming breaks the huddle. Lewis County has not forced a turnover in, I believe, 4 weeks, Pop. That includes the bye week. Martin in the pistol, sends a man in motion. Hand off to McIntyre. Going to try to get upfield and does. And finally, Caleb McIntyre, and he's happy, finds the end zone, and he is so excited. That is his first rushing touchdown on the year. And, Pop, you nailed it. You called it the first quarter. He was going to get a rushing touchdown today, and he did. That'll make the score 34-0. And if I'm Fleming, I'm going for 2. Make this a running clock. We all get out of here a little bit quicker.
Again, the trivia question. These were the first 2 teams to make the NFL. I'll give you a hint. It was 1920. They were charter members.
So Fleming will attempt to make this a running clock. 3 receivers come out in a trick formation, bunched to the near side. Martin's going to drop the throw, rolls out, looking, and caught. What a catch there indeed from number 4, Branson Hawkins, and that'll make it a 36-0 ball game, and that'll make this game a running clock for the duration. And, I mean, that was impressive. Did the ball cross the pylon? Because it looked like he reached back across the goal line to get it.
I don't know, but his feet was in bounds.
Fair.
Well, we can look at Ryan Bentley's replay and see if he can.
That's fair.
Rewind it and see.
So with 2:35 to go here in the second quarter, Lewis County now trails 36-0, and this game's gotten sideways really quickly.
Well, just defensively, we have not been able to create an answer to stop the multi-headed attack for Fleming at all. I mean, they're doing whatever they want, however they want, whenever they want. We're not getting pressure on the quarterback. We're not able to create negative plays or turnovers, and that's a bad omen.
Smith will kick it away, angling towards the sideline. Tipped and picked up at the 20-yard line by Zared Bonner. Breaks a tackle, and will get to the 21 before being taken down, and that's where Lewis County will start with 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And now you get to practice that situation you found yourself in last week if you're Lewis County, right? Practicing in a game situation, your 2-minute drill with the clock running.
Well, you got 2 minutes and it's still running, and we ain't called a play yet.
So they're going to bring him out. They're going to bring Bonner out to the 22 there with 1:50 to go and ticking. Lewis County still in the huddle. And we have a late addition to the huddle as 1:53, 1:40, 1:39, and we're still in the huddle. Cottingham exits the huddle. Wolf goes to the far side along with Cunningham. Richards, the lone receiver, to the near side. Bloomfield going to roll out, looking to throw, trying to get to the edge to get some clear space. He's being brought down from behind. No, he stays on his feet, looking downfield. Now going to try to keep it, gain some yards himself, and he will be back to the line of scrimmage. And wowza.
Well, but and it's part of the discipline. I can't see the young man's number here, but your quarterback's under duress, and he's all the way down to the 50-yard line. You got
That's Ryan Wolf.
You got to see that and then dog off your route. Say, my man's in trouble, and make myself available for him to come back to.
So 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Lewis County will receive the opening kickoff to start the second half. 2 receivers to the left and right. For Bloomfield, he's got Big Zane Smike in the backfield with him as an extra blocker. Clock's at 30. Lewis County drops the throw. Looking to throw downfield. Bloomfield's got pressure. Now going to keep it running himself. Got a block across the 35 and will be out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. With 15 seconds to go, we have an injured Panther on the sideline.
Wow.
An injury timeout. And he is quickly back on his feet. So the ball is all the way out to the 37-yard line on the run from from Aiden Bloomfield there.
First down to the line.
And that'll be that for the half.
That will take us to the end of the first half. 36-0 is your halftime score. Lewis County trails the Fleming County Panthers. We'll be right back in 3 minutes here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
The Globe family of funeral homes in Lewis County is a proud sponsor of Lewis County High School sports and academics. William Waddell and all the folks at Globe Family Funeral Chapel at Garrison, Globe Family Funeral Chapel at Camp Dix, Dickerson Funeral Home in Vanceburg, and Tollsboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services are pleased to support the youth of Lewis County. The Globe family of funeral homes in Lewis County, providing exceptional funeral and cremation services with care and attention to detail.
Quality, advanced, affordable health care is the foundation of Primary Plus's 40-year mission to serve the community, and it all started here in Vanceburg. Our Primary Plus Vanceburg team is excited to welcome Dr. Travis Bentz, a retired combat veteran. As a physician, he believes in efficient, one-stop care for the entire family and provides a full scope of services for all ages. Dr. Bentz and our Primary Plus team are always welcoming new patients. Call 796-3029 to schedule.
Trace Creek Construction is a proud sponsor of Lewis County athletics and academics and salutes all students who go the extra mile to make the grade or win the game. Trace Creek Construction is deeply rooted in Lewis County, and their innovative solutions are based on the firm foundation of teamwork and a strong education. The folks at Trace Creek Construction urge the youth of today to help us all work toward a better tomorrow. Work hard, play hard, and always exceed the expectations.
Gatus Funeral Home understands the hurt you feel and will do anything in our power to comfort you during your loss. We feel that the care we give you is the finest funeral services that you'll find anywhere. We have 2 funeral directors on board at all times. We believe we retain the finest staff available at your service. Give us a call, 796-2721. Gatus Funeral Home, downtown Vanceburg.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg reminds you to call before you dig. Call 811 2 business days before you begin any digging project so you can avoid hitting essential buried utilities. Calling 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, prevents potential injuries and service interruptions. Visit call811.com or stop by the Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg for more information.
Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. Bill Thompson Press Box, Corky Prater Field. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford as we start talking about halftime here with Lewis County trailing 36-0. And possibly talked about it a little bit in the break there. Lewis County started off with looking all right, and the game's just gotten into a bad field position battle that we're not there yet to compete.
Again, it's procedural. It's those things, the little things that we're not good enough to overcome as a unit, and you know, we're moving the ball. We get a nice return by King. You know, we get a good another good run off of that. We get a 15-yard penalty face mask, and then all of a sudden we've got a holding call that offsets it and makes it an undone play.
Kind of got bit by the bug there on that one.
And we're not good enough to overcome that. Then it just becomes, oh, here we go again. And I'm not talking negative about anybody's kid. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that in any event that you're in, whatever situation you're in, if you can't face the adversity with a head-on, okay, well, darn, here we go again. Now what do I do? Let's just continue to do the same thing, and it'll all work out. Or here we go again, and now it's over. And so you're absolutely right in the fact that we started off, we looked good moving the ball, we looked good doing those things. I think Coach Stan is learning what he's got and what we can be good at. And you're only losing Cam Ferris and Brandon Stidham next year, so you're getting a lot of these guys back. You're getting an 8th grade class that's a little bit smaller, but there's a 7th grade class coming in right behind it that has been very solid at the middle school level. You got a very good JFL program that's won some big time games in their age group. So, you know,
time in the receiving department, we were led by Evan Conley, who was a real first half. He had 5 catches, a total of 80 yards, and in that was 1 big
Pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right in downtown Vanceburg. Osmond Pharmacy at 89 2nd Street. Health Mart pharmacists like Chris McGlone at Osmond's have a personal commitment to their communities. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Stop by soon and see Chris McGlone and the folks at Osmond Pharmacy.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary. One way we are celebrating our anniversary is by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. We are proud to be your community bank. If you aren't a People's Bank client, we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your heating and cooling needs, contact Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling offers sales, service, installation, and refrigeration service on all makes of furnaces, heat pumps, air conditioners, and commercial refrigeration units. Contact Donnie Martin for seasonal checks and cleaning of your units. Give Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling a call at 740-259-4512. Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford, Bill Topstone Press Box, Corky Prater Field. And we have 3 minutes to go here in the halftime festivities. Both teams have emerged from the locker rooms. 36-0 swimming leads your Lewis County Lions. Looking ahead to the schedule for Lewis County Pop, we go to Russell next week against the Red Devils. We have East Carter then at home, and then we have Holmes right after that for the final home game of the year. And then on Halloween night, we go to Westwood to play the Fairview Eagles.
Gotcha. Hey, trivia question answered.
I've got a couple guesses that were sent to me.
Okay.
Dave Kelly says the Chicago Bears and the Portsmouth Spartans were the first two.
Chicago Bears was one of them, but the Spartans were not. They weren't all inducted until 23.
I'm going to say is either Dayton Triangles or the team in Canton.
That's a negatory.
One of the Canton Bulldogs, worth a shot.
Nope. It was the Chicago Bears and the Chicago Cardinals.
There it is.
Now the Arizona Cardinals have been the St. Louis Cardinals.
Phoenix Cardinals. When they first moved over.
Yep.
I get a head nod from Bill Tom. I know I'm doing my job right.
Yep, you're doing it correctly. But that is the answer to the question. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Bill Tom Stone.
Bill Tom is going to come on here in the halftime to wrap up halftime and talk to us about the things that are going on. He's the president, CEO of the Linebackers, the president, CEO of the Vanceburg chapter of the Lions Club. And Bill Tom, it is always a pleasure. You're a rules analyst. You're always around the microphone, but you're never on it. So I wanted to take this opportunity to get you on.
Well, thank you, Seth. And I am neither of those, but the Linebackers is a great organization of people that love Lewis County football. And I am one of those people, even though sometimes people wonder about me.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, you're not the president or CEO. You're the straw that stirs the drink around here.
Well, I'm something. Now, the spur that irritates the horse. How does that sound?
Whatever you say potato, I say potato.
Right? Yeah. But no, the Linebackers, we just finished up our second raffle of the year. It's a very successful fundraiser for us. We're looking at now our next major fundraiser will be we like basketball too, and we're having the Linebackers Kickoff Classic, it's modeled after the Vanceburg Lions Club basketball tournament.
Okay.
But it's a Kickoff Classic. It's the first games of the year where all 4 elementary schools play against each other. It's a good warm-up to kind of see what each other have. And we raise a little bit of money. It's not a huge fundraiser, but it's a lot of fun, and those kids get to see these football players out there working with them and having a good time.
100%. 100%. I like that. On the Lions Club front, you had the Lions Club tournament. You just had your golf scramble at Laurel Oaks. How did that go?
It went great. We have named after the E.V. Holder Jr., who was the voice of the Lions. If you came to a basketball game or a football game during the 70s or the 80s, E.V. Holder was the gentleman who was, is the Derek Mustard of that day. So E.V. was a great guy, and he really kept everything going, including, having when there was a banquets and stuff. E.V. was the guy that most of the time was your MC and kept things going. I think I just added 9 minutes to it. So I'm going to turn this back over.
We're going to turn this back. We'll get you on for a little bit longer in a couple of weeks.
All right,
Don't you worry. Thank you, Bill Tom. That was Bill Tom Stone. If you've been to a Lewis County sporting event, especially football, you have seen this man wear many hats. Very big member of the Vanceburg community, and a very big help to Lewis County sports in general. Happy to have him on for just a little bit.
Isn't he the mayor of Black Oak?
I believe he is in the running. His name's on the ballot again.
Well,
I don't know who keeps putting it on, but I still check the box. So the kick is away, and we got Bill Tom distracted, and now I will take full responsibility for that. Bill Tom put the added 3 minutes onto the clock, and so they were not ready to go, which honestly might be a little bit on the refereeing crew as well. I'm going to alleviate some of the blame here, Bill Tom. You're doing your job. So now we're ready to go, and a running clock for the remainder of the score is 36-0 Fleming County. King and Cottingham back to receive the kick from Smith at the 20-yard line. Angling towards the far sideline and will bounce out of bounds. And now we have to do the hat dance and watch the linesmen to see when they're going to put where they're going to put the ball down, because nobody here understands the KHSA rules for kickoffs out of bounds. I don't get them. I don't understand them. I've had them explained to me 600 different times, Pop, but I don't get them.
Well, the rules analysis analyst here is saying take it to 35 because it went past 20. I don't know.
Reminder to answer the trivia question, the first two NFL teams were the Chicago Bears and the Chicago Cardinals.
So we are at the 35-yard line.
We are at 35. So we return to our original formation with Aiden Bloomfield under center. Zane Spike, the fullback, Tyson McCray and James Cottingham back in the backfield. Hand off to Smike up the middle. Pyle is moving there. Gets all the way to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 there for the Smiker.
I think they gave him to the 39.
It does look like they just did. So a gain of 4.
Yep, the old fullback dive. Now, that's Mikey's game right there.
That's 100%. Get downhill. I mean, if you're watching on the stream, you look at him in the backfield, his face mask is almost touching the ground. He is trying to get that leverage.
Yep. Look, I'm a Mikey fan. Don't get me wrong here, right? He's not going to burn you up with speed on the inside, but he's going to give you some fire and thunder on the inside.
100%. Right? Second and 6 is the 39 for Lewis County. Bloomfield under center. Going to hand it off to McCray. McCray trying to find a hole. Keeps his legs churning. He's going to get all the way to the 44-yard line, and that'll set up 3rd and short.
You know what? I like this. Let's.
I believe that this offense, 36-0. You're going to work on some stuff. You're going to treat this like a practice rep.
Well, you know what? If it takes us 12 minutes to go and score a touchdown, I'm okay with that.
If it takes us 24, who cares? Score a touchdown. Put the ball in the end zone.
Put her in the end zone. I don't know. I wouldn't mind the old Kung Fu Panda line up for about a 25-yard field goal attempt.
Bloomfield takes the snap. He is going to keep it himself, going to fake the handoff. I think he was waiting on someone to come get the handoff, and no one came, but it's going to be enough for Lewis County. 1st down. All the way out to the 45-yard line. He just did get enough for a 1st down. With 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lewis County again trailing 36-0 here. Lewis County's run game has been a little bit questionable at times and has looked much better today in this new formation. Bloomfield back under center. Bloomfield's going to hand it off up the middle, and that'll be a gain of about 1.5. War of attrition there.
Well, it's one of the things where
Dawson Bloomfield on the carry. Sorry, Pop.
almost looked like a rugby scrum there for a moment, right? Just saying.
So it's 2nd and 8. Gain of 2 there. No, gain of 1. Gain of 1 is ball is placed at the 46.
Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, Leonard.
100%. Bloomfield back under center. Play clock is turned off. Pitch out wide to Cottingham. Cottingham's trying to get to the edge. Does get to the edge a little bit. Got to get upfield now and tries to cut back, but his cleats betray him. And there'll be a loss of about a yard and a half.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. This is what you're trying to stay out of.
Especially when you're running the ball under center.
Yeah. I thought he
got a good block there on the edge for McCray and just couldn't make any. The pursuit got to
the
it.
pursuit was very good on Fleming County's defensive behalf.
Keeneland opened today, Pop, by the way.
The only way you can get tickets is online. You can't walk up to the gate and get tickets anymore.
Fair enough. Bloomfield back under center.
Offsides on 16. They didn't call it.
Handoff, ball's on the ground, picked up by McCray. McCray trying to make a man miss, and he's going to go nowhere. Going to be the forward progress will make it a no gain, and so Lewis County will now have a 4th and 11 staring at them from their own 44, and Coach Sam going to go for it.
Don't blame him. What's it matter?
Nope, they're going to punt it away. Just kidding.
Well, what happened to play clock's good, Tom? They don't need them now because running clock, it doesn't matter.
So McCray will punt it away, 4th and 11. Back for Fleming County is number 2, Hayden Williams, I believe. Wolf comes in motion now. McCray will go to kick it away. Good snap. Off the side of his foot, going to bounce across the 50 and out of bounds at about the 46, 7-yard line. And that's where Fleming County will take over. You're going to put it actually at the 48.
We've got a man including will take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
No, never mind. 47. I mean, we're all over the place with spotting the football. As the clock is under 6 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 36-0, running clock for the remainder.
Already down below 6 minutes to go.
Jared Bonner, late addition, onto the field for Lewis County. Two receivers to the left and right for Martin. Martin sends a man in motion. Handoff up the middle. Made a man miss. He's down the sideline, and look at that burst. He's across the 30, and he's going to be taken down at about the 20-yard line. That number is really hard to see. Number 10, Paxton Jones, the sophomore on the carry, and he's got a little bit of breakaway speed.
He hit that hole in a hurry. That's all I can tell you.
Ball's placed at the 22-yard line of Lewis County. Fleming breaks the huddle. Martin sends Williams out to the far side. Jones still in the backfield with him. Handoffs near side. Got a one-man to beat down the sideline, and oh my, what a hit!
He says that a bounds.
And I'm waiting on a call, and they're going to call it a touchdown. And whoever this near side official is was not in a hurry to call that.
Well, I thought he stepped out of bounds at about the 6.
I agree with you, Pop. Even if he did. Well, even if he didn't go out of bounds, I still thought he was close to being down before he got to the goal line. And we're going to the monitor because the stream's a little bit behind us in real time.
No monitor.
Carter Smith will attempt the extra point. He has been 2 for 3 today. One of them has been blocked. The kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. 42-0 is your score with 3:50. 43-0, that's right. With 3:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Fleming County made that look awful easy.
They did.
2 plays and 60 yards. And
they did. This has been a defense that has been very solid for Lewis County all year, and just has not had an answer for this Fleming County attack.
Nope, a lot of misdirection.
So with the running clock, there is no time to rest and take a break, as everyone is already lined up to go to kick it away here with 3 minutes to go here in the third. I believe Fleming's going to start. We're going to start to see some of Fleming's younger players here soon. King and Cottingham back at the 20 to field the kick from Smith. High booming kick, going to bounce at the 23 and took a weird bounce, and King just had to fall on it. He was trying to pick it up and get downfield, but wisely fell on it at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't get the normal. It looked skidded, kind of like might be the morning with the evening dew, maybe, but it skidded like it did on the turf. It didn't take the bounce like it does. They're going to give it to the 30.
They're going to move it to the 30.
All right. We'll take every yard we can get. Have we been on the? We have been on the.
We have. Josh King on the kickoff return.
Yeah.
We got us to the 39, and then James Cunningham got us to the 5, but it was called back on an arbitrary holding call. Pops, I'm starting to feel like you with this holding call. You're starting a cult, and I'm the leader of it. I'm right behind you.
I'm telling you, you can call it on every play.
King, the lone receiver to the near side, Bloomfield under center. Zane Smike back there with McCray and Cottingham. Hand off to Cottingham. Cottingham hits the hole hard, but has nowhere to go, and forward progress will put him down at the 30. Flag comes in late. I mean,
oh, goodness, man. Throw her in from a long way out.
Okay, he was at about the 47 and threw that all the way to the opposite 35.
At least it's like 20 yards.
And we're waiting to see what's going to personal foul on Fleming County, personal foul on Lewis County. And those are offsetting, and Derek Mustard is incredulous up here. Then has to put his hat on and try to stay calm, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Damian Spence, the lone receiver, the near side. Cottingham back there, Tyson McCray, and I believe Dawson Bloomfield is in the backfield as well with Aiden Bloomfield. Hand off to McCray. McCray's got a big hole, and he got tripped up at about the 35. He had a little bit of green grass in front of him. And that'll put him about the 36, 37-yard line, and we're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. And I'm with you, Bob. I like this offensive attack here. It's just so hard to stay with it when it's...
Well, I mean, the game's out of reach now. It's 43-0. You've got 12 actual minutes of playing time left. Might as well tune it up a little bit and find out what you've got, right? Try to oil it up and confuse Russell a little bit on game field.
Hand off to McCray. McCray trying to cut up field. Keeps these legs moving. He's going to be forward progress. He's going to put him at the 39, and that'll set up a 4th and very short. And they're going to go for it. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we're at 5 seconds. And yeah, that'll be it. So at the end of 43-0 is your score. We'll step away for a minute. You're listening to Lewis County Lions football here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
What's happening at SOMC? Our new SOMC Vanceburg Family Health Center, located at 246 Commonwealth Road in Vanceburg, is now open. The facility offers easy access to SOMC's family practice, community pharmacy, outpatient lab, x-ray, ultrasound, outpatient rehab, and specialty services, including OBGYN, cardiology, and general surgery appointments. Open Sunday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're here for you. Call 606-796-0010 to schedule an appointment today.
The Globe Family of Funeral Homes in Lewis County is a proud sponsor of Lewis County High School sports and academics. William Waddell and all the folks at Globe Family Funeral Chapel at Garrison, Globe Family Funeral Chapel at Camp Dix, Dickerson Funeral Home in Vanceburg, and Tollsboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services are pleased to support the youth of Lewis County. The Globe Family of Funeral Homes in Lewis County, providing exceptional funeral and cremation services with care and attention to detail.
Oh, shoot, Bob. Minute was too long. How much time we got left, Ange? Welcome back to WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. And that will be a gain of 1, and that'll be enough for a first down for Lewis County.
Got a little tush-push action going on there. Little quarterback dive.
So the ball will be placed at the 42-yard line. So Lewis County has a new set of downs. 43-0 is your score.
Fleming County.
Yes, Fleming County leads Lewis County.
Just throwing that out there.
Bloomfield back under center. Looking to pitch it out wide to Smike. Smike makes a man miss the backfield. He's across the 45. And he's going to be down at the 49-yard line. Great job by Zane Smike there. Faking the toss out wide to Cottingham. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 3. For Lewis County. 10:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Zane Smike gets a well-deserved breather on the sideline.
Yeah, old Smikey, like I said, he ain't light of foot, but you give him that inside, he's got a little lightning and thunder about him.
So McCray, Dawson Bloomfield, Aiden Bloomfield. Now Lewis County flips the formation. King gets set on the near side. Bloomfield under center. He's going to hand it off to Cottingham. Cottingham trying to make a man miss. He is swallowed up in the backfield. And the edge rusher there for Fleming County, number 34, Isaac Pacina, I believe, that's how you pronounce that, was there immediately, and officially a gain of nothing. Ten minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 3 now for Lewis County.
I think you're in the go-for-it area here anyway now, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're in the go. You're already going. You went for it on your own 35.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
Dawson Bloomfield, Tyson McCray, Jaden Cottingham back with Aiden Bloomfield. Bloomfield takes the snap, hands it off to Cottingham. Cottingham trying to get somewhere and will push the pile back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a little further.
Got him a yard out of it.
Got him a yard out of it. That'll make it 4th and 2. As we are approaching 9 to go here in the fourth quarter. 43-0 Fleming leads the Lewis County Lions. WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford. Still Tom Stone press box, Corky Prager Field here in Vanceburg.
Well, no, they took the yard away from him.
Well, they didn't. They gave it to him. He was at the 49. He went to the 50.
Okay. But it looked closer than that. I'm sorry.
It did look. That's fair. That's fair. 4th and 2 now. 8:46 to go. And I would fake the handoff and run a naked bootleg for Aiden Bloomfield on the edge. Bloomfield's going to keep himself. He's going to dive. He's got the yardage.
That's the yardage there.
Great job there by Aiden Bloomfield. That was a silent count. They were working on that leading up to Bath County as well, which found out on the first and goal from the 3, it was supposed to be a silent count.
I heard that too. Like I said, we're learning.
We're learning.
Right, we're learning. But, yeah, I mean,
that's very hard to learn in a tight ball game like that.
It is.
You're playing on, a lot of that time you're relying on instinct.
Yep.
So a new set of downs now for Lewis County as we're under 8 to go here in the fourth. Bryce Wallingford has joined us in the booth.
Yep, there he is. He's right here.
Ask him to get on the air with us. He said they can't pick up head nods on the radio. Bloomfield dropping a throw, quick slant to King, and that ball was high.
Man,
King was open, and it
come out a little hot.
Kind of, might have been a catchable ball, but still hard to pull in. A little bit behind him as well.
You're a little bit behind him, a little bit high, and you're afraid
you're trying to get it. You're trying to catch it and bring it in and
not
maintain
and not get a rib broke.
Fair.
Just remember, he's a freshman. Okay,
I do like that look.
I do too. I like
that look. That's a solid play design.
It was a 3-step drop.
Scooby Davis just caught the football from the official with one hand.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't just use his foot.
It's fair.
Or catch it with his feet on a backflip.
That's fair. 2nd and 10 now. Under 7 to go here in the 4th. Bloomfield hands it off to Cottingham. Cottingham trying to get to the edge, trying to make a man miss. And he's going to lose about 2 or 3. The safety there, Hayden Williams, did a great job of getting to the edge and not letting Cottingham get there because he was the only man that was out there to stop him.
He was out there.
Williams is a very tall kid as well. I haven't called his name a lot. That'll be a loss of 3 for Cottingham. That'll set up 3rd 13. Yes.
Number 2 is the head taller than the next guy, right? Approaching 6 to go. 3rd and 13.
Bloomfield under center. Sending McCray in motion in the backfield. Pitch out wide to Cottingham. Cottingham, I believe he was waiting on a block, and flag comes in at the 2 flag.
Oh, my. We got all kinds going on now. Here we go. I'm going offsetting penalties.
And I'm not sure. Those are 3 mild-mannered people over there. I don't know what's going on, but there has been a lot of extracurriculars after the whistle. Personal foul in Lewis County, and that's it. Okay, so not even offsetting, Pop.
Ain't even offsetting this time. We finally drew a set, and now we got a punt. But there you go. So you that's what I was alluding to at the halftime thing, is that on the halftime show, is that, you know, we're moving, we're doing what we're doing, and now we got mistake.
So Lewis County with a 4th and at the Road Ranger in Tollsboro will have to punt it away. 4th and officially 30. As we are under 5 to go. McCray can't throw the football, so if you want to fake it.
He's left-footed, too, isn't he?
He is. Oh. And it gets off the side of his foot and will angle out of bounds and will go out of bounds at the Lewis County 45. And that is exactly where they put it. So we approach 4:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. 43-0. Lewis County trails the Fleming County Panthers. As always, we want to thank Angie. We always wait to the very last second to thank Angie on the booth, on the board for us back at the radio station. We always wait to the last second to thank her. So I wanted to thank her before the game ended today, at least.
Yeah.
She works miracles back there. Both of us aren't technologically savvy, and she has to listen to what we talk about off air, and we're not very happy sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes. I'm going to say sometimes.
Okay.
3:50 to go as we've got a new quarterback for Fleming County. Sends a man in motion. Jones going to get the handoff. He's got a big hole to run through. He's across the 40. Cuts back at the 35. And he's at the 20. And he will be taken down there. Number 16, Tyler Emmons, the senior, is going to be the new signal caller. 3:20 to go. Fleming County seems like a team that, if they play their brand of football, can make some noise in the playoffs. I mean, we talked about Russell and East Carter being on a different level in the district. You know, as Pops is moving his chair, Emmons sends a man in motion. Ball's on the ground, and ball's still on the ground, picked up by Emmons, and is going to be taken down by Thomas Richards. Back at the 30. Was there a flag down? Or was that just a beanbag? They're going to pull him down at the 20. They're going to put him down at the 29, and it was just a beanbag. I'm sorry, but the guy that threw the beanbag has thrown 600 flags for holding, so I was curious.
Hey, legitimate.
2nd and 20 now for Fleming County. Lewis County's trying to end that turnover streak. They've been in a drought, actually, as a man comes in motion. Emmons going to keep it himself up the middle. Got a big hole. He's across the 20, and he'll be taken down at about the 16-yard line. That is a big game there. 14 yards for Emmons.
And we approach the 2-minute mark.
23-0 is your score. Seth Wallingford here with Shane Wallingford, as always, bringing Friday Night Lights action here on WKKS. 3rd and 10. Putting him down to 19. Apologies. Emmons keeps it himself, breaks the tackle. He's got a little bit of space. He's to the 5, dives, and will be brought down at the 1-yard line with 1:30 to go. And Fleming County's calling for the tush push.
Brought down at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal.
And this is not Lewis County starting defense. A lot of young kids on the field now for Lewis County. As we approach 1 minute to go, and there are.
Fleming County's going to call a timeout.
Fleming County's going to call a timeout. With 1 minute to go, they're going to draw up a play here. Going to get step away for 30 seconds. 43-0 is your score here in the fourth quarter. Listening to Lewis County Lions football on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
Quality, advanced, affordable health care is the foundation of Primary Plus's 40-year mission to serve the community, and it all started here in Vanceburg. Our Primary Plus Vanceburg team is excited to welcome Dr. Travis Bentz, a retired combat veteran. Dr. Bentz and our Primary Plus team are always welcoming new patients. Primary Plus believes in the health of our communities. We believe in our patients, and we believe in serving and caring for others. Thank you for an amazing 40 years.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School as Fleming County breaks the huddle, looking to do the tush push, trying to get the senior into the end zone. Tush push is there. Flag is up. And he is in, but we have a flag on the play. Somebody was lined up weird. It's going to be an illegal procedure, and that'll be somebody was covered up that wasn't supposed to be, or somebody was not lined up where they're supposed to be, and that'll make it a 1st and goal from the 6 now. And I have a feeling that they will not be. No, they're going to run one more play. 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Emmons sends a man in motion. Going to keep it himself, trying to get to the edge. He will be brought down short, and that will probably end the game. Maybe not. They're Fleming County hustling to the line, trying to score here. Late addition, late subtraction. Emmons sends a man in motion. He's going to try to take it himself. Flag is in the air. He is going to be stopped short, and that's your ball game. I'm exhausted right there, Pop. I ain't going to lie to you. 43-0 is your final here on WKKS. Lewis County falls to Fleming County. They'll be in action next week against Russell. We'll step away for 3 minutes, come back with post-game analysis here on WKKS 104.9 in Vanceburg.
Trace Creek Construction starts every project with a firm foundation, the kind you build on to create a sturdy structure that will serve you well for many years. Just like a good education and being a team player right here in Lewis County will help you create a strong foundation you can continue to build on and rely on for your future. The folks at Trace Creek Construction urge the youth of today to help us all work toward a better tomorrow.
Gatus Funeral Home understands the hurt you feel and will do anything in our power to comfort you during your loss. We feel that the care we give you is the finest funeral services that you'll find anywhere. We have 2 funeral directors on board at all times. We believe we retain the finest staff available at your service. Give us a call, 796-2721. Gatus Funeral Home, downtown Vanceburg.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg reminds you to call before you dig. Call 811 2 business days before you begin any digging project so you can avoid hitting essential buried utilities. Calling 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, prevents potential injuries and service interruptions. Visit call811.com or stop by the Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg for more information.
There's so much flavor that gets packed into a McDonald's breakfast sandwich. Like the sweet taste of maple cooked right into the griddle cakes of a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles combined with crispy, crunchy bacon. Or a sausage McMuffin with egg that's cooked to sizzling perfection. So savory, so toasty, so much in every bite. Now mix and match a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any two for just $4. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot